Hold on, let me press record on my other camera. Sorry, still learning how to work all these devices. Had an unbelievable show this morning. Wow, we're going deep, getting super philosophical. Definitely listen to the morning show from today. Had some really good speakers come up and just kind of say what Bitcoin meant to them, how it's affecting their lives. But I wanted to take an opportunity. A guy that actually inspired me to do these live videos, guy's named Eric. He's out in Southern California, has a cannabis farm, one of the first legal ones ever. And I just loved how he kind of has in the background what we lovingly call our fiat miner. So you may have Bitcoiners say, yep, going back to fiat mining. So what does that mean for new Bitcoiners? That means, what are you doing to get paid in fiat? You know, what's your day job? What's your business? A lot of us can't just get paid in Bitcoin like some of these other lucky fools in the Bitcoin ecosystem, where they get to just work for a Bitcoin mining operation, or have found some way to just live and breathe. Like, I know BT Sessions, I think for a while I've heard, has been just living off of Bitcoin, getting paid off of that. Andreas, same thing. So for the rest of us, we're stuck in the fiat mining system. So that means we work for US dollars, pounds, euros, whatever it is, and then we're able to rake our profits into Bitcoin. And that's how we mine fiat. Lovingly, we call it fiat mining. And so I have been asked several times, what do I do? What does my company do? We sell LED lights to municipalities. Unfortunately, cities and municipalities only have fiat to give because they're based off of property tax. So it's not really something I can usually trade Bitcoin for, even though I have done it a few times here and there for some buddies of mine or friends that need LED lights. But how can you help? You know, if you know somebody that works in Parks and Recreation and they're a Parks and Rec director, or they're, you know, part of a high school football coach, whatever, private school, and they need LED lights, that's kind of what I do for fiat mining. We basically sell these high power LED lights that sit on top of baseball, you know, big telephone poles, big steel poles, and shine down so that you can just play at night. So I got one of these massive big boys here. This is what you mount on top of a telephone pole. You put about 4 of these bad boys here. They're blinding. Don't stare directly into them. You need to be about 50 to 100 feet from them, or they'll damage your retinas. You put about 4 to 8 of these on a telephone pole, 50 feet up in the air. Put about 4 to 8 of those poles around a baseball field. Turn them on. Boom. You can play baseball at night in your local parks and recreation, or for your high school team. This is what lights up Tiger Stadium. Something similar to this. This is a 500 watt metal halide. Replaces a 1500 watt metal halide with uses a third of the electricity. That's kind of cooling pins on the back. These are the big drivers. Even though these things are pretty heavy, they're about, maybe about a third of the weight of the old metal halides. So the electricians, which I used to be one, love them. If you know anybody that works in park systems that needs LED lights, I will happily take their money, convert it to, run the business, and whatever profit I pull out of it. Of course, I'm raking all that into Bitcoin personally. And that's how I mine fiat. I encourage everybody part of creating a circular economy in Bitcoin is for the community to do business with each other. All things being equal, I'd rather point my money towards someone that eventually exit the fiat, at least with their profit, and holds long term. So I would love to do business with a hodler. Anybody that has something they'd like to come onto the morning show with and say, well, you know, I don't care what it is, you know, I sell whatever, and I'm a Bitcoiner, so I'd love to send business your way. I think we should all support each other in whatever we do so that we can grow our community, drive more profit to Bitcoin holders, people in the Bitcoin family. Let's help each other out in that way. I know helping me can be a little more challenging because this is kind of a commercial grade fixture. That fixture right there goes for maybe $850 to $950 a pop, but it's a direct replacement for a fixture that can, the guts of it can cost upwards to 500, 600, except this sucker lasts 100,000 hours. So I'll hopefully be pushing up daisies before that thing goes out. Anyway, that's what I do for a living. I've got a manufacturing company that makes these things, and we just distribute them to cities. So if any of you know of anybody that has something like that, send them my way. I will happily convert that profit to Bitcoin and then hodl it. In addition to that, we have had a outstanding response for people wanting us to produce a newsletter for this community, and I've gotten a ton of emails that I'm going to need some help putting all this together. I can write the newsletter, but it's becoming overwhelming with how quickly this community is growing, how much people want to pitch in, and me and Mark run the channel every day, 8 to 10 in the morning, and then I've got to go work for the fiat miner. But at night, I'll try to organize some stuff. But with the outpouring of support and the outpouring, how quickly it's growing, I would love to have some help with collecting the emails, and then we can get the newsletter out to them. What's going to be in the newsletter? Well, resources for how to hold Bitcoin, which I've been using my Trezor as of yesterday. Mark, thank you for helping me load some stuff onto there. Many of us want resources on how to acquire Bitcoin. Of course, we recommend things like River, Strike, Swan. Those are all good areas. You can buy it on Bitcoin, but we kind of like to push you to the on Coinbase, but we like to push you to the Bitcoin only exchanges to acquire Bitcoin. So things like that, but also the meetups that we have locally. I can actually start shilling that right now. I guess, do you even call this shilling? Maybe just promoting the Houston, Texas meetup. Next Thursday, there's a big Houston, Texas meetup. So anybody in Texas, in the South, Louisiana, Mississippi, we got a good group of us coming from New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Lake Charles that we're gonna go join. I think we got like maybe 6 to a dozen people that are gonna go join that. You're welcome to join us. Come meet some Bitcoiners in person. Of course, we got the Bitcoin Bush Bash coming up around the time of the halving for Louisiana, and I think we're up to like 8 other cities in America that also want to host a Bush Bash. So all of that's going to be part of the newsletter as updates that we send out through email. If you'd like to be part of that, receive that email newsletter, just send me your email in the DMs here on X, and we'll get you added. And it'll probably be around January till that thing kind of goes out, because we still have some organization to do, and I don't quite do this full time. It's still my morning gig, and then I'm able to put some hours in at night. But man, I appreciate everybody's outpouring of love and support for what I'm doing. I can tell you, I had no idea this was going to help so many people or impact so many people's lives, but it has mine, and apparently it's helping others. What we're doing seems to be very valuable and useful to the community. I know it was to me, so anything I can do to give back, I'm proud to, and it's an honor to represent this group. I will see y'all again tomorrow, 8 to 10 Eastern. Again, this is Craig LeBlanc, your host of the Daily Bitcoin Morning Show. Can't wait to see y'all again. Again, watch that show from this morning, man. It was fire. And hopefully tomorrow we have another great show. So keep it up, guys. Let's build this movement. Let's build this tribe, and let's go stack some sats. Love you guys. I'll see y'all in the morning.